Okay, Jake's left us. It's just me. Round two. Definitely have a keepable hand. Our opponent wanted to play first, which we like. No need to mull. Some pretty powerful cards in here. Just a Cyclops away from doing some real damage. Orzhov. Blood Scrivener. I'm actually not too worried about that. I would have been more worried about a Tithe Drinker, I think, turn 2. But, yeah, that's decent. We have the Rebel Belt Maka coming up, though, so... And the Punish, and the Far and Away. So we have a lot of ways to get back in this. Hired Torture is not too big of a deal. I'm trying to move my hand around here. Oh, that's weird, because it's like a fuse spell. That's interesting. Okay. Another Punish is okay. So next turn we have the Rubble Belt Maka, and then we will have the Punish. Maybe we draw a Cyclops still. Oh, Sin Collector hits quite a bit of spells here, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. Taking the... probably the Far and Away would be the best. Maybe not at this point anymore. We get to do the Maka next turn though, which is good. Into the Punish. So potential value swinging back our way soon here. Plenty of good spells coming up for us. He's still trying to decide what to take. And he did opt for the Far and Away. It might be the best choice. I'm not actually sure. Okay. Ooh, now we got the Cyclops. Yeah, let's go Cyclops. Less answers for it, I think. Plus, then we can start swinging with it. Plus, maybe playing Rubble Belt Maka. Getting some good untapped value. Oh, he is 3-color as well. Okay, that's actually not the worst. Does get in for 4 here, but that's not a huge deal. I think next turn we just do the Rubble Belt Maka. Ooh, Flux Charger? No, I think we opt for the Flux Charger now. Now, and then we'll have some good Punish the Enemies online. So we're setting ourselves up fairly well here. Now we have some good blockers. Guess he could Far and Away us, but that's actually not the end of the world either. So we've got some good turns coming up here. I guess Hidden Strings he'd be able to get in again. Ouchies, multiple Sin Collectors? This guy is well geared for us, I will say that. So now he gets to take a Punish, which is kind of a big deal. No, he took Hidden Strings, curiously. I think it would have been better for him to take the... In my opinion, it would have been better. Take the Punish, but what do I know? Now, third one. Alright, I think at this point we just start to race here. Kill the Blood Scrivener. I can actually just swing Charger, and then he still can't profitably attack. I mean, I could force him to block here, but let's keep back the 4 damage. I like keeping that at bay, forcing him to use some removal. So we get him for 5 here. Could have attacked the Cyclops as well, but I kind of like getting both the... We're still winning the race, and leaving the Cyclops back forces him to use some removal. Okay, Windrake's not a huge deal. We're just going to kill that. Okay, now I feel a little more comfortable attacking with Cyclops, but I'm not sure I am yet. So let us punish the Windrake. We can force him to block here, which is pretty devastating. But he can actually double block, and I guess it would be a double trade, but it's still leaving back the... Yeah, let's just swing. We're ahead on the race now, substantially. This really forces him to block. And he would have to do quite a bit of damage to win with the Sin Collectors. It does force him to block. And he can't really crack back with the Sin Collectors unless he can kill us. Sin Collector proved to be pretty good against us, though. I will say that. Another Hired Torture. Okay. So if he attacks, we just punish the Torture and kill him. Oh, that's a good means to do it. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to be punishing the Sin Collector instead. Double Leave Decree is pretty good. Could also just play the Robo-Belt Maka. That might be the best. In case he has a third Leave Decree. Yeah, let's just play it. We'll have 3 blockers. Mulsar, no value. Looks like he's dead. No cards left in hand. So looks like we wrapped it up on this one. Just about wrapped it up. Yeah. So we're going to punish the Torture, I guess. Doesn't matter. We're going to kill him with our flyer. A lot of punishment. So that was cool. Do we have much of a sideboard against this fellow? He had multiple multicolor guys. Those Sin Collectors are very good against us. There's not much I can do about that. Except add more creatures and kind of cut out of the Nivix Cyclops strategy, but I don't really like that. So those Sin Collectors are very good against us, so I will give him that. You got good value both times. Let's put in another Maze Abomination, just as another late game plan, because he does appear to be pretty quick. He's trying to be quick. So last time we took out a Robo-Belt. Maybe we want to take out one spell, or maybe we take out a Nivix, so we're not as dependent on the spells to win. But this is like main win con. Well, I was thinking take out a spell, so there's less chance that whatever hits us, but I think just we're kind of weak against Sin Collectors. Not much I can do about it. I could be less reliant on spells, put in like a Rakdos Drake and take out 2 Nivix Cyclops. Let's just take out 1 Nivix Cyclops, because Robo-Belt still blocked a lot of what he had, and attacks into a lot of what he had. So let's try this. Very surprised he didn't take those. Punish the enemies instead of like Hidden Strings, or I guess he needed to get in. Hidden Strings would have allowed me to untap my blocker, so he's choosing to play first, which makes sense. He's a little bit quicker. I think we can keep this. We don't have our red source, but I still like this hand. We have turn, and we have our black source. We're just a red source away from a pretty good hand, so we'll keep it on the draw. Alright. No 2-drop. No red spell yet. Looks like Sin Collector is going to be a fairly big deal. No white source yet out of him, though. Alright, Windrake. Decent. Oh, still don't quite have a red source. Could play Toil now, but then I would have to discard a card. I think I wait a turn. I'm still going to have to discard though, aren't I? Let's just do it. We are going to have to discard, but I need to find my red source. And still haven't found it, so I guess we'll discard one of the Cyclops. I'm okay with that. We do have Far and Away now, though, which is good. Could help us in case we get too far behind here. I guess I could have discarded Hidden Strings. Maybe that would have made more sense. Alright. Still not quite at Far and Away point. That's kind of an awkward draw as well. So we don't have our mana. Just need to find a red. Really need to find a red. Probably going to have to do Away this turn, which I'm not really thrilled about. But there's not much I can do about just not drawing the red source. No, he got his white source. It's okay. We're still going to cast Away. Can't really afford to take 4 here evasively. Not quite the value I wanted on Away, but unfortunately not getting a ton of options here. So, red source. Can we get it? No, we cannot. No red source. Alright. So now he has a Sin Collectors online, which means he's going to probably rape our hand. Not much I can do about that either. Still missing the red source, unfortunately. Yep. So getting some value. Would have really liked a red source that turn. Could have burned, so then he could only hit the Hidden Strings. Yeah, not hitting the red is very very detrimental to us right now. I feel like we have a good match here otherwise. But he just doesn't care about punish the enemy at all. Just need to slow down the assault a little bit here, and we'll be right back in it. So, red source. There it is. Not quite the way we wanted it. But I guess we do have it now, so just unfortunately the clunky one. Still just really can't play anything. Red was our base color. It was probably a unwise keep. I guess I just figured because we had the most red and we were on the draw, it felt right, but I should have factored him being the aggressive deck. So, kind of a misplay. Not much I can do about it. Yep, so now he gets the punish, and we looks like probably have to play, probably just play Exava, not Unleashed, so I can block fairly safely. I guess I could do the Cyclops instead. Maybe that's better. Hidden Strings still doesn't care about the punish, curiously. We are in a very, 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 very bad place right now, though. So I'm just going to play the Nivix, since I can block with it anyway, and probably need it eventually to turn on some damage. And then I got to punish the flyer eventually. Yeah, unfortunately, the red source just came too late, I think. He has too many spells, and he has all his colors, so I guess I should have been just a lot more conscious about the red that we needed. Yeah, so multiple Leave Decrees. I'm just eating 6 here. At this point, there's just absolutely no means out of this. Really disappointed losing against this. Just, I feel like we shouldn't be beat down by clunkiness, but I don't know what to say. I kept an awkward hand, I guess. I really just forgot to be conscious of how important red was to the deck, and just a little bit too far behind. So I have 6 mana. I can play this. I can't do anything else. I can punish. I only have 1 blocker. I'm just dead. I'm just dead. I guess I force him to do it. Just really sad way to lose, but I can't do anything about it. I feel like we have a good match against this, besides the fact that he has the 2 Sin Collectors. Like, his army just can't do anything against ours. We have too much removal for the Windrakes. We have just all the best blockers for the rest of his deck. We really just needed the color, and we would have been absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I think I probably cut the Hidden Strings for another Nivix Cyclops, just because it's a good blocker against him. I'm just trying to scare him right now. I mean, we're dead on board. I just didn't want to. Yeah. All right. So he's played Hidden Strings as well. We're going to cut Hidden Strings, I think. Even though it lowers our spell count, I still think that's acceptable. We'll put in probably a Rakdos Drake. Can also do a Runner's Bane. He's got... Let's do Runner's Bane. It's not a spell, so it doesn't turn these on, but can lock down. I guess it's not that great. It's okay. Stops a flyer, though. All right, let's do that. Let's do it. He's fairly aggressive, but we still want to be on the draw, I think. We just need more cards. Alright, so now we have all our colors, and we have the Runner's Bane, so I'm feeling better about this. This looks like a good hand. So our opponent mulled. He's keeping at 6 on the play, so I'm glad we put him on the play. Usually mulling when you're on the play is a little more harsh. Double Nivix is good to see, despite the fact that his deck plays 2 Sin Collectors at least. Alright, no second color is very good news for us, especially since both of them are not of the Sin Collector color. Alright, he has one of the Sin Collector colors and Windrake, which we can Runner's Bane, but I don't think we are yet. Just going to Nivix Cyclops for now. Okay, did get his Black Source. Can Armed and Dangerous and get in for 10 here before he gets a chance to do the Sin Collector? That feels pretty good. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, let's do that while we have the opportunity. I mean, alternatively, we could do the Nivix Cyclops too. Can also do the Runner's Bane. Can also do another. So we can do the Nivix. We can do the Armed. Getting in for 10 here is pretty substantial. Let's do it. Because I feel like that's the one he's going to steal. Since he doesn't care about punish the enemy. So we get in for 10 here, which is a pretty substantial amount of life. We have much more action than he does. So he'll play Weapon Collector, probably steal, or Sin Collector, probably steal the Weapon Surge. Then we can at least play Runner's Bane on the Windrake, slow his strategy. Just wait till we get some more lands. Maybe he takes the punish, finally. Oh, it looks like he's not playing a Sin Collector. Alright, Ugulsar, no gates. Not a big deal there. We can Runner's Bane the Flyer now, as well as Weapon Surge get in. Can also play the Rubble Belt Maka, but it doesn't get by the Gatekeeper. Can also do another Cyclops, which will be lethal next turn. That might be the best. Let's do the Cyclops. Because then even if he does the Sin Collector, he has to take the Weapon Surge, and then we still have another play. Yeah, let's set ourselves up for lethal soon here. Because actually Weapon Surge plus we'll have the Maka, potentially. If we get another red source especially, can play Blood Rush them both for lethal. Feels pretty substantial. Sin Collector, I mean, will hurt, but we have enough action remaining at this point where we're probably fine. Looks like, let's see if he decrees. Could leave Decree. He did not, which is good news for us. Alright, so I think pre-combat, first and foremost, we're going to be doing... Oh, well, now we can punish. Yeah, let's just punish the flyer and get in. We can also weapon surge and get in, but punishment is much more devastating. And this pretty much forces him to block as well. Okay, looking pretty good now. Sin Collector gets our last instant, but we'll still have Rebel Belt and Runner's Bane to hold him back. We still have some instants and sorceries to seal the deal. To punish the enemy being the most notable. No Sin Collector, so no fears. And next turn it appears we have lethal unless he has another follow-up spell here, which it appears he does not. Alright, he's staying back, but looks like we have the win. So we're going to Runner's Bane, the flyer. And overload weapon surge. And we still have the Rebel Belt Maka in a pinch. Alright, that was a cool win. See you in round 3.